I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Married it with EMP and then I'm middle B. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the bullroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Married it with EMP and then I'm middle B. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the bullroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Sticking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the front, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, not the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm metal B. How to get myself up back before the bull run. Some shit, stick it in the bullroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm metal B. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the bullroom.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to EMP.Money. My name is AJ, I'm the team lead here at EMP, and this is our live daily AMA and rollover events for both Detonator and Reactor, where we give away thousands and thousands of dollars every single day. I'm joined with my co-host, with the most, Bull Gates. Bull, how are you, brother?
And really good. Just really, I'm excited for what you got to offer to everyone here today. So without further ado, I guess, let's get to it.
Yeah, brother, no doubt. This is going to be a jam-packed AMA. It seems like every AMA has been jam-packed. I am having a little bit of technical difficulty, so Bull, I'm going to have you in LA take the lead here for a second while I get my screen capture set up so we can do Reactor rollover. But LA has a lot of announcements as well. If you guys just want to start off with just some info, maybe the Splinterlands training, I'll have the mic on. I can elaborate, but I gotta just focus for a second and get this up before the rollover. So go ahead. Can you handle that, Bull, in LA?
LA's got it.
Yep, for sure.
All right, thanks, guys. All right, bear with me. All right, go ahead. Yeah, I know. Again, my superpower, putting them on the spot. I just didn't want to delay the stream any longer. So never a dull moment. But all right, whenever you're ready, LA, go ahead.
All right. I actually want to pull up the current numbers because that would be badass. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. So we have the Splinterlands training at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. I seriously have had my mind blown all day. I've been watching the spreadsheet with the signups, and it has grown exponentially today. In the last 4 hours or so, it's grown by about 110, 120 new people. So we're down to about our last 60, 65 spots. We had 300 in total, but literally every minute those spots have been ticking down. So people have been signing up like crazy today. So if you haven't registered yet and you want to join AJ as he walks you through every step of Splinterlands and the whole game and platform, how to earn a steady passive income using your EMP, even if you're not a gamer, this is the training for you. It's going to be live on Zoom. Bull is going to be there too, so you won't have to miss any action with your favorite co-host. And there's even going to be some guest coaches as well. And basically, there's my compounding alarm. Basically, once you register, you'll get the details sent to you via email with the link to join the call. And if you don't receive the email within about 5 minutes, just check your spam or promotions folder. And if you do happen to find the email in one of those places, just drag it over to your inbox, and that way you'll ensure that you receive our future emails right in your inbox. And then when the time comes at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, you're going to want to show up as early as possible, 5-10 minutes before the time, and wait in the waiting room for us to accept you into the call with everyone else, because we do only have those 300 spots. And once we hit that capacity, that's it. That's the amount of people that fit on a Zoom call that you're allowed to admit into a call. So we 100% will have at least 300, if not more, people sign up. So make sure that you do that right away. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself for a quick second while Bull or AJ hop on so that I can post the link everywhere.
Yep,
So
perfect.
check out for it in the chat.
All right, awesome. I'm still trying, guys. I should have it up. Give me one more minute here, and then we can do reactor rollover. But yeah.
Oh yeah, reactor rollover raffle time.
Yes, no doubt.
I'll talk about it while you're
Thank you,
you're
brother.
getting on
Yes.
it. So
it's a team effort today. Go ahead, bro. Yes.
Yeah, we're all in this together. Truly. So Reactor, it's a 365% ROI contract, not to be confused with APR. I think a lot of people get that confused and think it's 1% a day. Right now it is over that, but it will go up and down based on deposits, claims, compounds, etc. So it's not APR, it is ROI. And what is it? It's eShare BNB LP. That's what's going to get you the tickets. You can get a total of 100 tickets, 50 through deposit, 50 through compound. 0.5 LP will get you 50 in deposit. 0.4 will get you 50 in compounding. So what the hell am I talking about? So compounding is you're taking your interest gain on your deposit and then clicking compound. That means you're redepositing it back into your balance, and that's going to get you tickets for a potential win in the reactor, which the odds are really good right now if you have a lot of tickets. And I know in the past, a lot of people have been remorseful that they didn't get into Detonator earlier. They sat on the sidelines and watched, and then saw people, especially people with bigger wallets. It's true, because they had more tickets, and, nothing is stopping people from depositing tickets as well. But the odds are so much in your favor right now I think there's 601 people in the reactor right now. So, yep. And so, and Jake has added this little odds to tell you what your odds would be to win in a day. And so I would encourage everybody to Google expected value and figure out if it's actually worth it for you. Spoiler, it is worth it, because this is a lossless lottery, a lossless raffle, however you want to talk about it. Even if you weren't one of the Win It Now winners, the largest depositor, or a random reactor raffle winner, you're still going to get 365 on that deposit. Keeping in mind, this is not an annuity, it's a game. So it's possible that the contract could drain. However, Detonator is 7 months old. Reactor is built with the same type of economics and structure in place, rewards, incentives, etc. And so we would anticipate to see the same or similar type of growth in Reactor. So the best thing to do is, get involved as soon as you understand what it is. Don't jump in if you don't understand what it is, but your odds are better right now. The LP is extremely cheap. So the entrance to get in is probably as good as it's ever going to get in terms of the price of LP. But as the pool grows, we're going to see some, I think, pun intended, some very explosive growth and just some humongous lotteries, especially because this is eShare BNB LP. And eShare has a real tendency to really go off and flex quite hard. And so, yeah, take your opportunity to learn, to figure out what this is and if you should get in. But I think you should, but I'm just a random person on the YouTube. So take my advice or don't take it. It's up to you. You make your own choices.
There you go, Bull. Perfect timing. And we are 1 minute left. I got the live stream up. So if you're on YouTube, you're seeing it. Good luck, everybody. Make sure to compound last minute. Get credit for all those tickets. Like Bull said in the beginning, you have the best odds possible. And the pool balance is already extremely healthy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we're at an all-time high even before the rollover
We are.
of, yeah,
We are.
2,303 LP. That's $1.75 million.
There's a
Yeah.
15 LP snipe.
All right, there you go. 10 LP. 15 just came in. I had to refresh my screen. There it is. 15 LP. We'll see if that holds up. Again, 20 LP is the minimum for all the winners, and we'll see if that takes it. Anything over that will be a bonus. And here we go. 15 seconds. If you are the winner, we'd love to hear from you, and we'll explain this a little bit more at the very end with Detonator. But here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's see, is 15 LP gonna take it home?
He or she did, and so they got the BOGO with bonus.
Yes, they did, Bull. Again, that's 5 LP profit just from the snipe alone, and rematch up to 20 LP as a minimum. So yeah, great snipe today for them. Again, that's why, you know, you always got to be paying attention. You can get a really good deal some days in both Detonator and Reactor by sniping. We also have the Win It Now, which, again, for those of you who don't know where that is, you go to deposit, and you go to Win It Now. It's already taken, Bull. I think it might be. Let me see.
Woo, that was fast.
That was fast. Yep, you gotta have the fastest.
Charlie's always, he's like Android fast. Like, this guy, he knows when you win something or do something before you click the button, basically.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Charlie is our
in a great way. Don't let me
Yes, no, absolutely. Charlie is our resident on-chain analysis expert. Yeah, he's always one step ahead of everybody else. So there you go. It's already been hit. 46 LP. Another awesome, amazing day in Reactor. Again, over $150,000 entering the contract within the last 2 hours. And with Win It Now, again, 2,379 LP for $1.8 million. So again, $50,000 just from the time I started speaking. So pretty amazing. All right, well, there you go. Again, my apologies for being a little bit late today on Reactor. We'll explain the mechanics a little bit better on Detonator. Again, it's the same exact contract, just one is in eShare BNB LP and one is in EMP ETH LP. So, all right, let me pull up my desktop, and we do have a lot to go over, so bear with me. All right, almost.
Just in case any influencers are listening, one of the major differences between Detonator and Reactor is in Detonator, there is that 3% referral bonus into Detonator, which is individual and semi-sticky, so that you could post your friend's address in there for that 3% referral bonus. However, with Reactor, we are trying something different, and what it is that is going to be that 3% is going to be designated for an influencer reward pool. And so we're still working on the framework or the guidelines. And once all that's set up, once, you know, kind of we've all kind of sat down, kind of worked together and figured out what is a really good path for everybody for success, I think then you guys are going to roll that out and see. That's a great thing. Even as a community member, right? Like, here I am talking on the AMAs, telling you how stuff's going to be. But yeah, like, we all get to have some input about like what we'd like to see, and getting feedback from influencers. And I think that's really important that we look at, having everybody involved sort of, in what they would like to see, and making sure their voices are heard, and potentially really rewarded for that participation within Reactor.
Yep, 100%, Bull. And again, I mean, you're a community member just like anybody else, but, as my co-host, you're here on all the AMAs with me. You're forced to be, whether you like it or not. But all of you have the same opportunity of tuning in every day for the AMAs, and that's where you get all the juicy alpha. Again, for those of you that stayed late, there was only about 30 of you. We had an amazing discussion in the last 10 minutes of the video, the AMA yesterday. So please go back and watch old AMAs. You're going to get a lot out of it, especially towards the end, where we kind of, have a little bit of a fireside chat. And so, yeah, go over there. And again, please like, comment, and subscribe. We're well on our way to over 2,000 YouTube subscribers. We're at about 1,700 now, but we're growing by like 10 or 20 subscribers a day. So really healthy growth over here. And remember, we are monetized. So all the ads, all the ad revenue through our being a YouTube partner will go back to buying and burning EMP as well. And we'll do a report on that at the end of every month moving forward. But right now it's about 75 bucks, which again, that doesn't sound like a lot, but over the next year or 2 years, we really could have a ton, just one more revenue stream into EMP. So, all right, I'm going to try to go through this fast, but not too fast because we have a ton of announcements. So, we've been talking about our MDB Infinity partnership all week. Again, go watch some older AMAs. We had one on Monday and another one on Tuesday. Godfather or Danny, who is the project lead for MDB, did a quick little AMA with us then. But we're gonna have a full AMA with Danny and maybe some other people from MDB on Friday the 9th. So again, typically Fridays are my day off, but I will be there for that AMA because everything is time sensitive. Hopefully on that AMA we will be announcing the whitelist procedure because again with our partnership they've graciously extended some whitelist opportunities to MDB Infinity. And again, those of you that are in VIP, you'll have first access. We've always said that. That's why it's really important to be a good actor because if you can get into VIP, you'll have even more opportunity through the protocol. And we won't leave you out either if you haven't been able to sign up for VIP or are part of the EMP ecosystem and you just happen to be a little bit newer. We will have a process to submit and we'll be giving away some whitelist spots to the EMP community only at random. So we'll have a whole breakdown of what we're going to do again, hopefully before that AMA on Friday. So really exciting stuff. And again, the most important thing with MDB Infinity, not only is it an amazing partnership that we've continued to have and will continue to have with MDB, but it's a revenue stream for EMP, and I'm sorry, not a revenue stream, but a capital investment into EMP. So again, you can hear all the details in the previous AMAs, but the long story short is MDB will hopefully be investing up to $250,000 into EMP ETH LP. That LP will then be put on our protocol, and then the yield from that will be used to help support Infinity as well. So again, there's a lot of institutional investment into EMP and protocol to protocol investment that uses EMP and the health of our ecosystem to actually generate yield as well. Hydro Rails is another one that does that. Taco Finance, and I could go on and on and on. So, all right, that's all the info on MDB. LA or Bull, did I forget anything about MDB before we move on?
I think you covered it, yeah.
All right, awesome. The next bit is the Academy launch that LA already went over a little bit. Again, we're almost between that and the Splinterlands tournament. Again, they're not one and the same, but they're related because we're always trying to drive traffic to our to signing up to our emails, so you get your one-on-one emails from me, both about the academy and about any future training as well. So LA just posted the link on YouTube and all of our socials. Again, it's www.learn.empmoney.com /academy. Again, that will be in all the descriptions and on our homepage. If you're on the homepage of EMP, the banner at the top will take you to that sign up. If you once you get the email, please make sure you whitelist it. So you want to drag it out of your promotions folder if you're on Gmail or any other email provider. It may be in your spam, and you want to make sure that you mark it as important so that your email client will whitelist that email so you continue to get updates as we go. And again, I don't know if Kirk is on, but we've had like what 40 graduates in 2 days, LA. Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, AJ.
Here, there he is, Kirk. So yeah, brother,
Hey,
you can give us some more up-to-date info than that. Again,
I
I know.
can.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Where are we at on the academy? Go ahead, brother.
We are currently, as we speak, let me refresh actually. We have 346 people have registered and are in the academy. And we have 59 graduates to the academy currently.
Amazing.
So yeah, so we're clipping away at, a pretty good pace right now. And so that's fantastic. And I've been really appreciative of all the positive feedback that I've been seeing in the channels on Telegram anyway. And also, you may have seen, I'll repost it again a couple of times. I put out a short little video on Telegram today talking about adding your wallet to your account. And you may want to talk, and LA may want to talk about that a little bit more, but you now have the ability to add your wallet, your public wallet address to your profile, which is going to be super important as we move forward, because it's going to be a way that we can identify you and also know that you've that particular wallet that's represented has taken and passed the academy, and that's going to become important in ways that will become clear soon.
Perfect.
So yeah, and then one other thing real quick, I was just talking with Randy, and who's also over on Discord way more than I am, and there was a need to potentially be able to also set up in your profile what your Discord and or Telegram username is, so that they can set up roles and stuff over there on Discord. I'm sorry, I don't really understand the Discord thing. But I have literally just updated the profile section, which I'm just going to post right now to the main channel. So you can now add your Telegram or Discord username to your profile. These are all optional things, by the way. You don't have to do it. But so you can see an example there along with your wallet address. And this will give the people over on Discord in particular the ability to then monitor you over there and know that you're a Academy graduate as well. So
Amazing.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't know if
huge.
Rand is on and wants to explain more of that. I don't really totally understand that part of it.
Yep, no, I can definitely kind of give a recap. And yeah, by all means, if anybody has further questions at the end here, feel free to ask or put it in any of the socials. So yeah, again, we've been moving very fast. Kirk has been developing at breakneck speed because not only did he do all the videos, but he's also able to help us modify the code on the actual platform. So again, we are implementing your public wallet address. Never, ever, ever give away your keys to anybody. Never connect to a website in regards to the EMP that's not the official website. All of those are scams. However, there is no harm in sharing your public wallet address, and that we'll use that to verify you that you've completed the academy, and there will be added incentives for that as well. Again, we'll do a whole post on this, but over the next 2 weeks, anybody that has completed the academy will be eligible for a random airdrop of tickets. So again, you get credit with extra tickets in Detonator And again, once you get a ticket, you're no longer eligible, but over time, especially in the beginning, you have a really good odds of getting a ticket. And it only takes one ticket to win. So imagine if one of those random giveaway tickets wins the lottery. You were essentially given $15,000 to take the academy. So we're doing everything in our power, other than literally paying you outright, to incentivize you to take the academy. And again, not only do you get a completion certificate, but then your wallet address will be verified. And like Kirk said too, we'll add your Discord name and Telegram name so we can eventually add custom roles for those, again, that have proven to take the academy. It's a great way, again, to incentivize all of you for taking the time to do it. The academy takes about 90 minutes to complete. Again, you don't have to do it all at once. You can do it at your own leisure. But over the next 2 weeks, I think we should see hundreds of graduates in the academy. And the original academy, I think we had about 4,000 people go through that academy. So again, that was over 7 months. But I absolutely believe we can drive that much participation through the new academy as well. So again, we'll have yeah, go ahead, Kirk.
Oh no, I was just waiting for you to finish.
Yep.
No, I was just going to say, absolutely agree. We're really rocking. I know what I wanted to say. That little video that I put out, we've already had over 50 people update their profiles to include their wallet. So that's fantastic. So if you didn't know about that or missed that video, I'll post it again here in a minute. I think it's actually pinned. Never mind. You can get it in the pins. And then the same information that I give in that video about how to add your wallet address it's in the same areas you can see by that sample I just put up, where you can add your Telegram and or Discord name. So it's all there for you. And, any questions, just let me know and I'm happy to help out.
All right, awesome, Kirk. And one more thing while I have you, I'd much rather hear it from you than me trying to explain it. I know a few people have had issues with resetting their password. Do you want to just go over that real fast? If there are technical difficulties, how they can do it?
Basically, the problem is that with a lot of different things, when you're auto-generating emails from a mail server, those usually get tripped up by spam filters. And so it's very difficult to, with any reliability, get those auto-generated emails out. So what we did is we just changed it over. We've had a few people that had problems or forgot their passwords or whatever. So if you click the forgot password link now, it basically just asks you to please email support. And there's a support at the EMP.Academy.com email address. Just email us with using the email address that you registered with, and we'll reset your password for you and get it right back to you. And so we've had 2 or 3 people do that, and it takes no time at all. And so that way we know that we're getting through to you and getting the information back to you, and it's not getting jammed up in a spam filter somewhere.
Perfect.
So
yep. All right.
So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Cool. And again,
I just wanted to
go ahead, Ella. Yep.
I just wanted to clarify one more thing, just for security and safety purposes. The scammers love to use the word airdrop. So this is the one and only time that we're using that word in regards to a giveaway that we're doing. And there's nothing that you have to do to win other than putting your wallet address in your academy profile and graduating the academy. You don't have to click on anything. You don't have to reply to any messages in your DMs. You don't have to connect your wallet to anywhere. So if you receive any contact from anyone saying that you have to do any of those things, that is a scam, and we are not associated with any of that. So
amazing, Ella.
this is
yes,
the
great
one
point.
and only time that we're using that language, because typically we do not do airdrops. This is the one time that we are saying that word in regards to a giveaway.
Yes, great point. And again, I apologize for not saying that off the bat, because yes, I mean, again, anything with the word airdrop is 99% of the time a scam. If you ever get a DM from me or somebody pretending to be me or any of our admins, that is a scam. Again, feel free to post whatever you're getting messaged in the public chats, and wait for multiple admins to either confirm or deny, because then the scammers are in the public chat too and saying, yeah, that's good, when it's not. So just be super careful. Again, we don't want anybody getting taken advantage of in our community. And like LA said, you literally don't have to do anything. So again, don't connect your wallet, don't give any additional info. We will handle all that. All you have to do is link your public wallet address in your profile on the Academy. Again, that is all secure. We will never, release that information to anybody. It's simply for us to make sure that you completed the Academy. And then over the next 2 weeks, I'll get I'll put all the eligible addresses in a random number wheel, like a random number generator, and we'll literally do it live on stream, so we can all participate. Again, yet another giveaway at EMP. Holy cow! It's just insane. So, all right, awesome. I think that's enough about that. We have a lot to go over. Again, I'm trying to get through it as fast as we can. The next part is Jacob with the Zen Sports tournament. Is he here, LA? I don't know if we may have gone too long.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, there he is. Jacob, what's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing well.
Awesome, brother. Yeah. You
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, bro, no doubt. Thanks for being here again. Some of you may remember Jacob. He's part of our army, and he really has been spearheading our esports division. Jacob and I go way back. He helps us manage our Zen Sports partnership, as well as other partnerships outside of Zen Sports, through Axie Infinity, through chess tournaments, and of course Splinterlands. So yeah, Jacob, I'll let you have the floor, man. You want to elaborate on the announcement we made today with the Zen Sports tournament?
Yeah, of course. So, what better way to continue our partnership than with an actual tournament for EMP, right? Obviously, the news of EMP being a purchasing option in Splinterlands is huge, not only because it's the first use case for EMP, but it doesn't hurt Peg, right? We have a great relationship with Splinterlands. We ask people, or we're totally okay with you buying Splinterlands cards in EMP,
100%.
because it's only furthering our ecosystem. I have a good relationship with Splinterlands. AJ has an unbelievable relationship with Splinterlands. I mean, the amount of SPS tokens AJ has, I think it would blow some people's minds here. But
absolutely, brother. We're bullish on Splinterlands. Hell yeah. Go ahead, Jacob. Yeah.
Absolutely. So this tournament, right? We're calling it Zen Sportsians and Emperors, right? It's a free to enter tournament for $5,000. We're splitting it down the middle in USD Tether and EMP. All information about the tournament can be found on a blog that I'm going to share in the YouTube chat and in this Telegram. It's going to be using the modern format, right? So Splinterlands recently split between modern and wild. Modern is only new cards, right? So, a lot of the EMP Emperors that got in recently may not have the ability to get those beta packs, those alpha packs, because they go for like $800 each, something ridiculous. But with a modern format and a Gold League rule set, I think we're going to attract a lot of EMP community members, a lot of Zen Sports community members to battle it out on the Splinterlands battlefield. But we're also going to show a lot of Gold League players that, we're going to expose them to EMP. We're going to talk about EMP on the broadcast. We obviously have these amazing promotional videos to share about the Detonator, right? Everyone saw that crazy video. I'm really excited for it. It's going to be an awesome Splinterlands tournament. Lots of great prizes, and this is just the first step in what we're going to be doing with Splinterlands moving forward, right? There is so much we're talking about doing, but right now, today, let's focus on this tournament on October 1st at 2 p.m. EST. It's going to be streamed right on this YouTube channel, as well as Zen Sports' channel and Splinterlands' channel. So hopefully we're going to get a ton of press to bring in new investors to EMP, but more importantly, it's something for all of you who have stuck with us. Obviously you're grateful that you did, but it's really going to be a lot of fun. So October 1st, you'll hear more about it. LA is going to have a blog coming out on Medium. I'll be back here next week just to remind everybody. And that Splinterlands training tomorrow just got a little bit more appetizing.
Yeah, man.
I probably have
Exactly.
to register myself because I've been following Splinterlands for 2 years, and there are just so many cards and so many different abilities that it's confusing. And if anyone knows it, it's AJ. So I think tomorrow's going to be great, and it may just give you the insight you need to dominate in this tournament, or at least have a fun time playing and interacting with this amazing community.
Awesome, Jacob. Yeah, brother. Again, shout out to you. One of our most amazing assets from a human capital standpoint. I know Bull talks about human capital all the time, and Jacob, you've been killing it for us, man. So I really appreciate all your hard work with all this. Again, I'm so happy to have you on our side. And again, Jacob will also be at Splinterfest. So him and LA are going to be the two representatives from EMP, Army, and again, hopefully all of you will be there as well. And like Jacob said, the training of this that we're rolling out tomorrow could not be more apropos because again, hopefully you're able to get a good knowledge base tomorrow with that training, practice over the next few weeks, and then really have a shot at this tournament. So it's all great timing. And again, the beautiful part about Splinterlands is that regardless if you're going to be able to win money or DEC or SPS or EMP or any of that, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So again, it wouldn't be a game if it wasn't fun. So we just want all of you to join us there. It will be live streamed on multiple platforms, including this YouTube page. I may even play in the tournament from my point of view on this YouTube channel. So again, we'll just see how my schedule plays out, but I'll definitely be covering it with Bull as well. So all right, Jacob, any other loose ends or anything you want to message?
I think it'd be epic if you played. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. We'll work on that, bro. I would love to. So, all right, cool. So, all right, awesome. Well, thanks again, brother. And yeah, we'll have you on next few days, all leading up to that tournament, and have a lot more info as we go as well. So, all right, cool. What else do we have? So, I alluded to this earlier in the week, but I did almost a 2-hour AMA with a guy by the name of Crypto Wealth. He has about 30,000 subs on YouTube. He happens to be a personal friend of mine. We got involved in crypto early on. I loved his channel from the very beginning, and I was a supporter just watching his YouTube videos. And over the years, we became really good friends. And he did an amazing AMA with me, which just went live today. Now, I'm not going to send you the link quite yet because we're trying to coordinate a watch party because I really think not only do I want to give Crypto Wealth the support of all of us, interacting with his content, liking, commenting, subscribing, but I also think there's a lot to learn from the AMA, and Crypto Wealth would be the first to say that he was very critical of EMP, and I think that's really good. It's an AMA that asks a lot of hard questions. We go through, again, being below peg, the future of the platform, and I think it could really help everybody's nervous sentiment with the overall markets, even outside of EMP, with everything. So, yeah, we're going to try to put that together. I know LA and I are working on that now, so look out for a post probably later tonight or early tomorrow that gives you all the info on that, and we'll drive everybody over there for that AMA. So all right, cool. What else? We went over Splinterlands training again.
DOS with Grow and how it plays into Peg.
Yes. All right. Awesome. So yes, we will do that. I know. Yeah. Thank you, Bull. Bull's keeping me on track. So I love it. So yes, our other major partnership that we announced earlier today is with the Grow ecosystem. So this will be one of our first Detonator as a service partners, and that is massive. So we're doing things a little bit out of order here, but technically, this partnership is the second in line, and hopefully, we'll have it live by the end of the month. But next week, we have our very first detonator as a service partner that is going to blow everybody's socks off. It is one of the most robust ecosystems in existence, and to be partnered with them is huge on a again liquidity basis as well. So we have at least three, actually four confirmed partnerships with Detonator as a service, and two of them are cross-chain, so not even on Binance Smart Chain. Again, that's the beauty of these Detonator as a service partnerships is we literally can implement them on any EVM compatible chain. So that's AVAX, Polygon, Phantom, BSC, and of course Ethereum mainnet. So really, really exciting stuff. We'll be doing much more on that as we go. The team from Grow DeFi, Hypermine, and X Preps, which is their newest addition, they will be here tomorrow for an AMA with us during this time, the normal time for our AMA. So you can ask them all the questions you want. We'll go and do.
I'll point out one thing.
Yep, go ahead,
You,
Bull. Yeah.
with the guys from Hypermind, Grow, Experts, they're all over the place. They're like, it's an incredible ecosystem. So that's why there's a partnership with that team and community and ecosystem. But just to talk about that protocol to protocol investment, those guys are huge fans of the Detonator. That's why they're looking at Detonator as a service. But just to show you that they show love to the entire ecosystem, they actually did the snipe or the win it now and Reactor tonight. So
wow, there you go, Bull. That's some alpha for you. So yeah, they have been really supportive. Again, the Hypermind ecosystem raised a ton of money, and they use that money to invest in other protocols. And they have gone very heavy in both Detonator and Reactor. They're a great bunch of guys that really, again, align with our vision. And we're all here to make money, but it's also about supporting the protocols and not just getting in Detonator or Reactor and draining it. And these guys really have a long-term vision with us. They built massive positions in Detonator, and now it sounds like Reactor as well, are on their way to building a big position in Reactor. And really, like Bull said, this really plays into the overall health of our ecosystem because the more we're able to support these protocols, like again MDB, Hydro Whales, and now Grow DeFi, they then reinvest into our protocol, and that could potentially be, hundreds of thousands of dollars to get us back to peg or help us maintain peg, and again invested into Detonator and Reactor. That helps the LP balances grow as well. So it really is super synergistic. Again, they will have a sacrifice phase as well. We'll let them tell. I'd much rather have you hear it straight from them tomorrow. But you can also look at our announcement today to get a better idea of how things are going to play out. So, and again, not to get too confusing, but another awesome part of that protocol is using the magic auto vaults as a way to further earn. And again, I don't want to get too much in the weeds. It is kind of complicated, but essentially, you get a receipt token for depositing into Magic. That's how these auto vaults work. And so with that receipt token, you're then able to interact with their platform and basically earn on top of earn, similar to how we describe, putting your LPs back in the farms on our own platform. So again, they'll do a much better job explaining that tomorrow, but it's super bullish. And again, Bull, I know you've been doing a deep dive, not only on the mechanisms, but also, their community. They're about 4,000 strong over there and really doing some great things. So I don't know if you want to say anything else about that before we move on, but yeah, it's exciting.
yeah, of course. Like one of the keys to success is always showing up. It's consistency, it's diligency, it's building. I think really with this mindset of what DeFi is going to be, right? There's tons of projects that have that shiny object they place in front of people, and everybody loves them for a couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden, poof, they're gone. That's not how these guys are over, at Hypermind. Look at how they're almost always in the AM. They're almost always on the AMAs, like just listening. They are in the channels, responding, learning the community, being part of the community, investing in the community, both with that human capital and that financial capital. And those are the things that really matter, because if you can show up all the time, right? But that doesn't mean anything without the diligency to see, like, how does this work? What's the sentiment here? What are the economics here? What is the trust factor here? Should we put our money here? And when I say our money, they're looking at it as the community's pot, so to speak, because that's kind of how they run, right? That's how they roll.
Yeah, exactly.
And so they're doing their due diligence. These are words that escape a lot of people in crypto as due diligence, fiduciary responsibility. And that's what this team is doing. That's what AJ and the team does. That's what these guys are doing. That's what Danny from MDB does. That's what AD from Hydro Whales does, etc. And those are the people that you want to be, partnered up with, meshed together, creating really the ecosystem of how DeFi should be and will be in the future. Because I'm almost certain that most people are sick of all these rug pulls and scams, and they look enticing, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, the vast majority of people are going to get burned. A few people are going to walk away with a lot of money. And that's not a good formula for success, or a place that, the blue chip whales from ETH mainnet or from BTC want to play in. They want safe, reliable returns. And I know that might be an oxymoron to say safe, reliable returns in DeFi, but it is possible. But, the framework has to be created, and it has to be enacted every single day. But to make that happen, you need people that, really are consistent, are diligent, and have that mindset of, this is what we need to do every day. This is the code we need to put out. This is the code that we need to create in the community that people follow. Now, there's nothing that, we can do to make people push the buttons that you want, but you would think over time that you're going to reach critical mass in the community, that they understand, like, okay, shit, like, look at this guy. He shows up every day. I've been earning. Yeah, it's not 8% every day, but those things are here, today, gone tomorrow. I would rather be part of something that, is safe, reliable. You can trust the team. You can trust the people in the community that have titles by their name, and no disrespect if you don't have a title by your name. But the point is, you have to be diligent. You have to be consistent. And when you don't show up every day, you don't know, you're not going to know. And I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir, because the people in the chat here are always here. But if you show up every day, things ahead of time. You get that scoop. You get that edge that you need. Like, instead of being reactive, you can be proactive, and proactive, is 10 times more powerful and less costly than being reactive. When you're reactive, you got to get out of the way of something. And so proactive, like, you're surfing on that wave. But if you don't know what's going on, you don't know what to expect. And when people don't know what to expect, they act crazy. So, please know what to expect, show up, be diligent, be consistent, and then you're going to know what to expect. And then, it's going to go right for you. I mean, with all of those pieces in place like that, it's going to make it fun. It's going to make it, you're going to want to show up. And when you see that, your numbers your LP keep ticking upwards, that's usually a good incentive for people to show up. And then the next question is how do I make this tick up faster? But you can't do that if you're not here. And so, just be diligent, be consistent, and show up all the time.
Yes, Bull, amazing. And it's true. I mean, we have a lot of other, people that want to get involved with us, or we've been able to kind of carve out our dominant, and I hate to use that word, but it really feels that way in the space, especially when it comes to ROI platforms. But they don't show up to the AMAs, they don't put their money where their mouth is. They want to be involved with us because they want, they're in it for themselves. They're not in it to help the ecosystem grow. And again, the Hypermind guys, Grow DeFi, they're the exact opposite of all that. I mean, at least one member of the team is in every AMA I've seen. I mean, I see it with my own eyes on the Telegram chats. And again, I mean, they continually build their positions in Detonator and now Reactor. Yeah, they use Reactor as a a yielding mechanism, but they do it just as if we recommend, once or twice a week, claim, the rest compound. Again, you treat the golden goose right, or the money tree, and it will be sustainable. So again, really excited to have them on board. We'll do a lot more about it tomorrow, and go in a little bit further too on how, again, you could potentially have another earning potential with their platform. So again, we support those that support us, and vice versa. So, all right, and you're more than welcome to join their Telegram. I believe the link is also in our socials. Growth ecosystem.
It is.
Yeah, is it? All right, thanks, Paul. So, and you can ask as many questions to them directly. I'm sure they'd be happy to have you, and tell them that you came from EMP. I know I'm in there now. Bull's in there. Randy, I saw him in there earlier. So yeah, we're all over in their Telegram as well. And that's again another 4,500 members in that group. So not only is it a financial play for both of us, but it's also a co-marketing play as well. So all right, awesome. Well, that brings us right to Detonator. We have about 5 minutes, and I may be able to go a little bit later.
There's one.
But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Do we have questions?
I don't think. Yeah, like looking at LA sheet here. How the ETH merge affects the LPs and the farms and Detonator.
Yes. So this has been a question that we've seen time and time and time again. And really, the short answer is it doesn't. And I know that sounds crazy. Literally, the only thing that this ETH merge could potentially affect is the price of Ethereum, up or down. And so, yes, that could potentially move the price of EMP up or down, because obviously, the more expensive ETH is, the more expensive EMP is, and vice versa, because of the way it's pegged to that asset. However, it doesn't necessarily affect peg. It doesn't necessarily affect the health of the ecosystem. I think there's a lot of people that think, if ETH goes down substantially, then we're not able to earn at all in EMP, and that's just not the case. I mean, again, and I think a lot of people keep talking about how there could be a sell-off before the merge, but nobody talked about the potential pump that could happen after the merge. I mean, everything happens in cycles.
Oh, the most important guy
Yeah.
talked about it.
Oh,
Vitalik never makes price. Yeah, he said that the merge is not priced in yet. So,
yes.
Well,
and again, I mean, we're not here to give financial advice. The markets could do crazy things. However, just based on supply and demand and actual economics, I mean, again, when we go from proof of work to proof of stake, which this merge is, for Ethereum actually becomes deflationary. So not only are you incentivized to stake more Ethereum, because with proof of stake, and we could do a whole video on this, but with proof of stake, the idea is that you want to have the largest share of Ethereum out there, because the more that you stake, those are the validators that get the most reward. So rather than being proof of work, like ETH is now, or Bitcoin, the miners are the ones that get rewarded for processing transactions. In a proof of stake ecosystem, the validators get rewarded based on how much ETH they hold and stake. And so typically when you lock up a bunch of supply, i.e. Ethereum, that's less on the market and essentially allows the price to pump even harder. And I was talking to Bull about this earlier today. Um, just imagine, I mean, we talk about a green candle is, a really the best form of advertising. What do you guys and gals think will happen when, and again, I say when, not if, Ethereum flips Bitcoin? Do you know that everybody and their brother and mother and sister and aunt and uncle will be wanting to ape into ETH, knowing that it has overtaken Bitcoin, even if it's only for a few hours or a few days? I mean, I just can't imagine the amount of growth that that could give to Ethereum. And again, ETH is not going anywhere. Bitcoin is essentially the digital gold of crypto and the internet. And ETH is essentially the digital oil of the internet. So again, everybody is transacting on ETH. That's where all the major DeFi players are, and it truly is the money of the internet. So again, I think that people get really scared and worried about the merge and the potential negative impact, but I don't think a lot of people talk enough about the potential positive impact. And I was really worried, I'll admit, that I thought a lot of the validators will be able to unlock their ETH after staking it for, 2 years in anticipation for the merge, and not really getting the greatest APRs. But in their white paper on the merge, they're not allowing the original validators to unlock their ETH for up to 12 months after the merge. So I really don't think we're going to see this dump that everybody keeps, implying. But again, we'll see what happens. There's going to be a lot of volatility, but once we get past it, then we can really focus on, building because there's not this, cloud over our heads of will the ETH merge, mess anything up. So go ahead, Bull. You want to add to that? Feel free.
Yeah, thank you. Just one little quick thing is that anybody that's ever listened to me has always heard me talk about scarcity, doesn't create value. Scarcity alone does not create value. Scarcity with utility is a powerful combination, right? And that's what you talked about with ETH being deflationary and being the money of the internet. It sounds strikingly similar to Reactor. That's all I'm going to say. Utility and scarcity, can be a big driver of value. So just think on that a little bit.
Yeah, I love it, Bull. Always dropping the little Easter eggs again. Not financial advice, but just think about it. And it truly is. I mean, again, I took an economics course in college, but I'm by no means, an economics expert. I've just learned in DeFi and how those economics apply to the crypto space. And so I've become an expert in that regards. But my point to all that is that it's very simple. The less supply, the more demand, price goes up. I mean, it's that simple. And again, like Bill said, that was the theory behind Reactor, the theory behind the merge, and really the theory behind, every successful crypto token or project and how they achieve price appreciation is, less supply and more demand. So anyway, all right, awesome, good deal. All right, anybody else from the army or any other loose ends or questions really fast before we get into detonator? We have time for like one more.
Yeah, hey AJ, it's Joe.
Joe, what's up, brother? How are you?
Good. Yeah, when you get into crypto, everything speeds up like a tenfold. So you learn pretty quickly about economics and how things work and scarcity and all that.
Yeah, no doubt. Well,
but yeah, I mean,
the best way to earn or the best way to learn is actually, be involved in it and having to learn it. So yeah, 100%.
Exactly. And I haven't been in crypto as long as you or Bull, but I've also got my ass kicked with certain projects. I've lost money. I think that's kind of goes with the territory. So
For
anyone
sure.
here that's new and got in this project, I think has a big advantage because they're learning from people like you and Bull and knowing what it takes to make a good project and also not panicking. And I'm seeing stuff in the Telegram, some people getting nervous, and I understand, especially if, you only have so much money to put in and you're really banking on it. And hopefully you're not putting in like rent money or anything you need short term, because crypto is a long-term play in general, because we're talking about disruptive technology. And anytime you have that type of technology that has a huge impact to reshape everything for our future. In this case, we had the internet and cell phones and, electric cars. Now we're talking about digitizing the financial world. So that's a huge, huge thing. And
For
you're
sure.
going to get a lot of FUD along the way. When you have something that's completely different and people don't understand it, you're going to get panicked. You're going to keep people saying it's going to fail. It's not going to work. But unfortunately, those people are not educated. They don't know what's coming. So crypto is here to stay. I think anyone that's been in crypto understand. I mean, you've got so many big players behind the scenes buying and preparing. You don't think Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Amazon, Apple, they're all preparing for what's coming? They definitely are. They know. So I understand that, these days when things are red, and I posted about this, everyone knows the rule, buy red, sell green, but so few people actually do that in practice. And if you're like running for the hills and selling to stable coins right now as a safe haven, what you've done is guaranteed that you've locked in your losses. And that $1, when the bull market returns, it's still $1. And I even pointed out it's not $1 because when you're taking in double-digit inflation, you've cut your losses and now your dollar's worth even less. So, I mean, now is the best time to build quality projects like Ethereum, and that's where we're in. And, last time I checked, Ethereum is still Ethereum, BNB is still BNB, E-shares and EMP is still undervalued. So, I mean, to sell now, and they're going to be the same people that are going to come back and buy back at a much higher price later, which is the total opposite of what you should do. And millionaires, so many millionaires are made in the bear markets. And these cycles happen over and over again. And you just need to look back in history and just see that it always recovers. It's a nice little wave. So right now, you can't be in a better project to build on the best crypto project out there right now, which is Ethereum.
I love it. I love it, Joe. Yeah, you're getting me excited, man. Again, I love hearing from all of our community members because, I'm so passionate about crypto. And so when other people, get passionate about it, it fires me up. And it's 100% true. Everything Joe said, I went into a deep dive on this from my personal experience yesterday. Again, go watch the AMA from yesterday if you missed it. But yeah, I mean, that is how I made, my wealth is buying when everybody else was fearful. Everybody says crypto's done, it's over, it's dead, and I've been through 2 cycles of that. Again, of the all the doom and gloom where everything's on the bottom. That's when you want to be accumulating. And again, not financial advice, but like Joe said, and it sounds good in theory. And I think a lot of you understand this, but the people that actually do it are 2 different things. I mean, it takes a lot of fortitude, to buy things when they're bleeding out. And again, as long as it's a quality project or a quality asset that's proven time and time again. Again, do not do this with shit coins. That's how you will, hold to zero. But if it's a project that has development, that has use case, that has a good team, or any blue chips, I mean, again, this is how we all accumulate wealth over time. So yeah, awesome stuff, Joe. Again, another guiding light in our community. Joe's been super helpful on strategies and a bunch of stuff. So if anybody has further questions, he's another one that you can reach out to for sure. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get into Detonator. Again, we had to kind of rush Reactor, but Detonator and Reactor are the same thing. Oh, and one more thing too, you mentioned eShare. So eShare is up like 10% today. That's why Reactor pool balance was so healthy as well in terms of dollar value. So things are looking really, really good. And that's again still with all the volatility of pre-merge and markets overall. Again, Bitcoin took a beating this week. So anyway, back to Detonator. It is a Detonator Reactor are the same exact contract. We are calling these Detonator style contracts, and we will be offering them as a service to other platforms because it really does an amazing job of locking up protocol-owned liquidity. And again, if you've listened to any of our AMAs, you know how important liquidity is. Projects can have, you know, 1,000,000% APR, but if they don't have the liquidity for you to actually cash out, um, then it's literally just numbers on a computer screen, or what they call dashboard money, because you're never actually able to cash out. In Detonator and Reactor and the EMP ecosystem as a whole, we have massive liquidity that, again, allows all of us to actually realize the gains that we eventually want to get. So it is, again, just to give a brief overview, and I'll let Bull do his thing as well on the lottery end. It's a 365% ROI contract. ROI is very different than APR. ROI means return on investment, which means, again, you're able to get up to 365% back of what your initial deposit was. However, if you're compounding, you know, you never hit your ROI, so it could potentially be much, much more than that. We just, again, say that's the minimum, because if you get in Detonator and just claim every single day, you will eventually max out at a 3.65x of your initial deposit. So, and really, you don't want to really do that anyway, because you actually ROI slower by claiming the whole time. You're much better off compounding and building your compound interest, and then responsibly taking profit that way. So again, there's a lot to it. It is a little bit complicated on first glance, but once you really understand how things operate, it's quite simple and very, very effective. So, Bull, again, we do operate in EMP ETH LP. You can deposit here, and then that is locked, and you're not able to take it out, but you are getting about 0.5% daily at a very minimum. If we have a lot of volume, it's more than that because of our instant rewards. You get a portion of all the deposits as instant rewards, so that can put you at about 0.7% daily. And if you're using nodes or the boardroom, when the boardroom is actually printing, to pair up and make LP, you're essentially getting, because you didn't buy that EMP, you're getting into the contract at half price. Therefore, you are still getting, in terms of dollar value, about 1% daily. So it really, again, is super sustainable and super attractive, depending on, well, and having exposure to Ethereum the entire way. Because when Ethereum doubles or triples or even does a 10x from here, all of your earning is in LP tokens, which means that will double or triple or 10x your actual dollar value of what you're getting. So it's just so, so powerful. But all right, Bull, you want to talk about the lottery real fast? Sorry, man. I went
Yeah,
long.
bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good, bro. Nothing starts out as a blue chip, by the way. So just remember that.
Yeah,
It climbs its way up the chart. But
that's
EMP
true.
ETH
Maybe EMP
LP.
is on its way, right? You never know. Yeah, yeah.
No, I do know. Like it is on its way. It's tied. It's paired up with ETH, and the ability to earn day after day after day, minute after minute after minute is here. People just have to come to that realization and grasp what's here. But 365 ROI contract. I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So different ways to win here. There's the win it now. It's deposit 2% of the pool balance. That's going to be matched when you win. You won't compete against anybody. So that's instant. There's the largest depositor up to 3%. If you did a 3%, you will get matched 3% of the pool balance by the contract. And so that's all locked back into the contract, back into your into your deposit, so that you can't withdraw it and kill the contract, so that Big thing here, we're always like looking at sustainability, but still awarding a lot of prizes and big prizes to boot. And so if you did that max 3%, there would be 4 winners in the lottery, I believe, the random ticket winners. And so you can have up to 100 tickets, 50 through deposit, 50 through compound. Those are purchased with EMP ETH LP. That can be taken, obviously off the farm. You can buy it fresh, but do what you can to understand the power that's here, the ability for the detonator and the reactor to protect their respective LPs, and figure out, we're just about ready with that flow chart, by the way, to show you really kind of the best use cases of how to use the system to profit and to build your positions within the system.
Yes, amazing, Bull. I know Bull sent me a little teaser of this flowchart we're working on, and once you see it in practice, it will definitely click on the power of using reactor, detonator, the farms, and nodes to build your position here at EMP. So, all right, we have 30 seconds. Good luck, everybody. Make sure to compound. We just had a nice snipe come in, 108 LP. We'll see if that holds up, and maybe somebody will come over the top. We just don't know. Only 8,000, I don't say only, 8,000 tickets, so your odds are really good still in Detonator as well. You can get up to 100 tickets max. Here we go. Make sure you compound. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 155, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 155 LP at the last minute. Is that going to take it?
That is a good snipe.
That was an amazing snipe. Great timing. Let me go ahead and refresh. Yeah. I think they took it down, right, Bolt? That looks like it was the winner.
Yeah.
All right, we'll let the contract load. Again, there's a lot of information being put on chain through the contract. We are utilizing Chainlink VRF to have the provably fair random number generator that picks the lottery winner. So we will be having that hopefully by the end of the month as well. The official partnership with Chainlink from their side. Again, they have tons and tons of partnerships. So we've announced it before, they're even ready. So we just have to wait to fit in their pipeline of announcements. Yep. But we are using their VRF, and we're implementing it on our price feeds as well. So we'll have a whole article on that when it's ready, and Chainlink will be endorsing from their side too. So all right, awesome. Well, again, amazing day. Let me go ahead and look. Did the win it now get hit?
Yep.
Or not yet?
Yeah. Not yet, but the 155 was the winner. So
all right, perfect. Well, and again, we can look at largest deposits here. You go to view largest deposits. You go to yesterday, and yeah, 155, 119, and 108. And as you can see too, there's another thing I want to say. So between the first top 10 deposits every day for trying to go for the snipe, or even just compounding or adding more funds, all of these add up to be more than what we're giving away as the lottery. And so that's really important to remember because, again, Bull said it earlier, we focus on sustainability. So yes, we are giving away massive amounts of money. Again, 300 LP in today's prices is $13,584. But not only could that potentially be much, much more in the future with the price of ETH going up, but we're able to do it sustainably because, again, the volume coming in pays for those rewards, and you're not able to get all those rewards at once. You have to take them over time, but you're also able to ROI on those. So again, 13,000 turns into almost 45,000. So really exciting stuff. And then one last thing, our new banner ad with the partnership we announced today with Xperps. Again, we're updating the graphics. Obviously, you can't really read, and I'm zoomed out anyway for the screen capture. But it's hard to read, so they're going to update that. But you can always click, and it'll take you to their page, and you can learn a lot more.
Hey, AJ, we have another winner. Journey won the random, so go ahead, Journey.
Awesome, Journey, go ahead.
My Journey, are you there, bro? I know he's super pumped. I'm
Oops, I had it on mute.
Yeah, man.
You got me?
Yeah, there he
Yep,
is.
yep.
My Journey,
Yep.
go ahead, bro.
Long time no speak. If you remember, I won the reactor like 5 days ago.
Killer,
I do
man.
remember.
I
You
do.
said
I
you were
know.
shaking
Yeah,
like crazy,
I
so
know your
with excitement.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I know your profile picture. So yeah, man. Hell yeah. Well, so now you won Detonator. Look at that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good week.
I
I'm a
would
super
say,
happy guy right now.
I would say so, brother. A hell of a week. So yeah, man. And I think what you have been and were in Detonator. Obviously much longer than Reactor. But are you? How many tickets was it, or what? You've been
Tonight
doing.
I
Yeah,
had
go ahead, bro.
tonight I had 59. So I with the reactor win, that just pumped me even more to just keep trying and trying and trying. And so I've been selling everything but my house just to like pour into EMP just because I just believe in it so strongly. Just so extra cash, I've just been kind of hoarding it and throwing it in there. And so I built a really good farm position, and I've been just kind of moving 7.5 LP out of my farms into the Detonator until this happened.
Amazing, brother. Well, again, man, it sounds like you have the ideal strategy down. Again, I mean, you see the power of Detonator and Reactor and the whole ecosystem. Again, we're never here to give financial advice, and I'll never tell you to invest. But it sounds like you've seen the light, bro. Right? Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh, I've seen it for a while. I've
Yeah,
seen
bro.
it for a while, man.
Pretty powerful.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, awesome, man. Congrats to you, brother. And again, I mean, by compounding, not only are you able to potentially win the lottery again, but you're able to profit sustainably, in these contracts as well. Again, I think, a lot of people that do end up winning the lottery, they're incentivized to be even more of a good actor, because they want payouts to continue as long as they can. So yeah, man, and it sounds like you understand all that. So
yeah, so I got to admit, like when I first started in EMP, I was kind of doing things wrong. I didn't realize it at the time, So I was zapping my EMP all the time when we were getting boardroom payouts and stuff like that. But the more I watched, the more I learned. Now I'm signed up for the Academy. I'm going to start that after this AMA. I've learned a ton just sitting here, listening to these, watching these, talking to people, and I'm positive that I'm a good actor in this space, and I intend to be for a long time. So
awesome, my journey. Well, thanks, brother, and we're happy to have you on the journey with us. Pun intended, right? Yeah. So now it's our journey, right? Yeah. So yeah.
Correct. All right. Thanks,
awesome,
guys.
brother. All right. Yep. You got it, man. Well, there you have it, folks. Again, all organic. Again, we had my journey on last week with his original win, and he's back at it again. And that just goes to show, again, those of you that are engaged, that show up to the AMAs, that continue to compound more than you claim, you have the best odds of winning and maximizing your earnings in the protocol. So,
and he said something really important, was the fact that he's in both Reactor and Detonator and the farms.
Yes.
Putting those assets to work. And a lot of people, when they come in, they don't know, the best practices really. And so he, very clearly put it, I didn't understand I was doing the wrong thing. But through some time and listening and studying and watching, as he said, speaking to people, figured out like, oh, okay, here are the best practices. Here's how I'm a good actor. And not that there's any promise of being a good actor makes you win the reactor or the detonator, but
for sure.
Clearly he has shown, that understanding how the system works, like building up those farm positions. And the absolute key thing is that he's maximizing his ticket count per day, right? Like as he said, he had 59 tickets today. That's 7.5 LP that he deposited. And then he was compounding 9. And so, tomorrow he's going to be compounding close to 50. And so that's going to be an amazing, or somewhere in there. But the point is he's going to be compounding more tomorrow than he was today. So that means that's going to be less that will have to come out of his farms, but to get, you know, that maximum 100 ticket count. And as he said, he's selling and be cautious, my friend, selling all that everything in spare cash to put into EMP. But understanding that the way to use Reactor and Detonator with the farms to create that infinite money loop where one is feeding the other, and then you know, working with that, and then figuring out like what's the exact fine tuning for each individual's own strategy. But the point is that it's a balanced approach, figuring out like the finer details is going to be up to each person. But the point is that when you put those assets to work, both that human capital, right, of investing the time to understand how the system works, you can really, you know, have that maximum chance in both the Reactor and the Detonator.
Yeah, absolutely, Bull. And again, just to clarify, you know, not only do we stress that you need to be in every part of the platform, again, to maximize your earning, but remember too, if you're in Reactor, you can get a multiplier bonus by depositing or compounding in Detonator. So if you run a deposit fresh funds into Reactor, you should probably deposit 1 LP at least into Detonator to get that 5% bonus in Reactor. And if you want to compound in Reactor, you need to have enough position in Detonator to be able to compound at least 1 LP every day. It does reset every day, but this is massive because if you have a big enough position in Detonator where you're able to compound at least 1 LP, then you can definitely maximize your earnings in Reactor as well. So we did this on purpose because again, if you're draining your Detonator balance to go into Reactor, you're doing it wrong. So again, we want to deter that as much as we can. And really, again, everything that we say and do is in the mindset of the investor. What is best for you as the investor is also best for the protocol. And again, there's no ulterior motives with that. You know, we're not trying to be, you know, shady or say one thing and do another. And you can verify all this just on the math alone. Again, we just want to, we're here to help. I mean, we're here to educate. We're not here to give financial advice. We're not here to, like Bull said, push the buttons for you or you know, make promises that we can't deliver on. But we can absolutely give you the best strategies on maximizing, you know, your involvement in EMP. So. All right, awesome. Well, I have another meeting after this. We got to wrap it up a little bit early. Bull, was there any last minute things you want to say? I know LA.
Just real quick, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, and we'll finish with LA. I know she has another.
Just to dovetail into what Joe was talking about, disruptive technologies and so many people being fearful, and that when the people that can overcome that fear are going to be the people that benefit from overcoming that fear. And I just put an article in the main channel, and it's a news article, you know, dated, you know, December 5th, 2000. Internet may be just a passing fad as millions give up on it. You could be that person that just gives up on it. You could. But I've been in crypto since 2013. I always believed that it was going to be, you know, it wasn't here to replace currency. It was going to be here to enhance the financial system and give a lot of opportunity to a lot of people that would never have that opportunity in the real world. And it has. But if people are fearful and give up on it, those will be the people that will be like this headline, you know, thinking it's just a fad and people have given up on it. But you can be that person. But, you know, I assume if you're in DeFi, you believe in crypto. So push past the fear. Don't, you know, don't run around and do crazy things. If you just have some level of resolve, you're going to be able to push past the fear, you know, and then figure out like how you pushing past the fear is going to benefit you in the future, where everybody that capitulates now and sells into the stable, just make sure you know what your plan is. But when you know what to expect by planning, you're going to be able to push past that fear a lot easier. So that's it.
Yes, amazing, Bull. All right, awesome. And then just to wrap things up too, I know LA just sent me another, or put it in the main chat actually. LA, we have like almost single digit spots left for the Splinterlands training, right? I know they
Well,
continue
we've
to
been
roll in.
on this. Well, we've been on this AMA. 20 more people have signed up. It's crazy. So if you want to be a part of this tomorrow, definitely hit the link. I just posted it again in the chats and on YouTube.
Perfect. Well, there you have it. Again, make sure you get your spot. If we do fill up, which it looks like we probably will, we will be releasing a recording of that training, but it's really important that you try to be there one-on-one because I'll do a full segment of questions. And again, this has become so popular, we may do a whole series out of this. So if you want to continue to be in the loop, definitely join us. I don't know if we mentioned it earlier. I know we did yesterday, but we'll have some special guests on that stream as well. Balarge, who is our professional player and guild manager, he'll be there, as well as Steve, who is another champion level player and an expert on rentals. So we'll go into all that. Again, even if you don't want to play Splinterlands, you can make a very, very respectable passive income on renting your cards as well. So really awesome stuff. We'll see all of you at 4 p.m. tomorrow, and then the regularly scheduled AMA after that. So again, I might have a hoarse voice by then. Bull in LA and maybe Joe or some of the army members may have to help me out for the real AMA by that point. But anyway, it'll be a lot of fun. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks everybody for joining us as usual. Lots of great stuff happening at EMP, and we're gonna close out this week really, really strong. So, all right, good night, good day. We'll see you tomorrow.